Good evening, y'all. I need a break. So, this afternoon, I was on a live, and I hopped down for a little while, and I didn't end up going on, but the dog was barking, which people on the live could hear. Well, not too long later, I was out on the porch with her on the porch with me, and the gate was closed, and a man had come up the driveway, and right away I saw him, and I said, "Excuse me, who are you and what are you doing?" And he said something. I said, "You need to stop right there. Tell me what you're doing." And he persisted to come forward. So he come up the walk, and I said, "Excuse me, who are you with?" And he told me that I was with Fox Pest Control. I said, "Well, you're not supposed to come here unless we call first, so you need to go." And he's like, "Well, he gave a name that lives down on a different road." I said, "Well, that's funny because that's the same name. I know that name, and they don't live over there." So I told him he needed to go, and he persisted to come down my walk. And then, but at this time, my dog is mad because she doesn't normally get mad, but she is mad. The dog is mad. So he continues to talk about termites. I said, "Like I told you before, my husband and I call pest control if we need anything. And we set up our every 3-month thing that we do." And he was just here not too long ago. So, my dog's really cranky, and she doesn't like you. You need to go. He come up my steps to my gate, tried making friends with my dog, who was not having it. I told him again, "You need to go." I cannot tell you how many times I told him that he needed to go. I don't know why. I was holding my phone. I told him I was on a call when he came up. So, and he still just sat there or stood there talking to me about these termites and who has them. And I said, "I don't care who has them. The lady down the road had them too." I said, "It doesn't mean that, if we have a problem," I said, "again, I will call." "Well, if you call, it's going to be more expensive." And I'm like, no, it's not. So I told him, "You need to go now." Finally, as he stepped one step down, he started off again. And I said, "Look, I don't know what the problem is, but you seriously need to go. I'm getting really angry, and you're pissing my dog off." So he left, and he went down halfway down the walk, and he stood there just looking at me. Meanwhile, by the way, he was standing there just looking me up, down, up, down. It was making me I was creeped out. And he was a tall guy, red hair, had a hat on. Mind you, he was dressed in Fox Pest Control clothing. And he persisted to ask me if my husband was home. Yeah. I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Like I told you before, we will call if we have a problem." Then he asked if he could come back when my husband was home. I said, "No, you cannot come back." So I didn't tell him my husband wasn't home. I didn't tell him if he was home. Don't ever do that. Now, I know what you're going to say. Don't answer the door. I was outside when he came up my driveway. I was outside with our dog when he came up our driveway. And I told him to go. And I'm glad I was outside and he had not gotten up on my porch and I wasn't at the door. I'm glad for that. So everything happens for a reason. And I had, between me and him, I had my dog in a gate, a latched gate. So he tried to go down the private road, and I said, no, it's the private road. You can't go down there. It's private property. So he persisted down the other road. So I told my husband, and I called Fox Pest Control, and I reported it and told him if he didn't leave the neighborhood, I was going to call the cops. And I told them that we have the footage of him being here, that everything was recorded, which it was. They did tell me that they had people in the area out doing this in other locations and here. Okay, well, why do you have people here and in other locations? Well, everybody's got termites now. Beware. We've been with pest control for a long time. Years. Never once have they done this. I don't know if they're just searching for customers or if there actually is issues with termites. I do know the woman down the road had termites, but they were taken care of. Now someone further down that road has termites. They can travel, so beware of that. But if you have just some Tom, Dick, or Harry come into your house and asking you things and it makes you feel uncomfortable, or even if they are, make sure that they stay back. Always check your window before you answer your door. If you are outside, make sure that you back up enough, distance. Keep yourself safe. Men don't intimidate me. He didn't intimidate me. However, he creeped me out. He was young, but the way his eyes were, he creeped me out. And my husband will tell you that guys don't bother me. They don't creep me out. Matter of fact, if he's out here talking with one person trying to sell some jazz, I come right out and I tell him, bye. I have no problems with that. However, this one was strange. And when I called the office to tell them, I said he should have left my driveway. He shouldn't have persisted up my walk. And okay, at that point, when he's trying to tell me what he's doing here, okay, but at that point he should have left my walk. He should have not set foot on my stairs. And I told him, this is private property. You need to go. So my whole day was not ruined. I'm like, all right, well, I still want to be outside, so what am I going to do? And I figured, you know what? I'm going to go out back and I'm going to grab my pitchfork and I'm going to start heaving some stuff and cleaning some stuff out. So that's what I did. Poor Bigfoot come home. I thought he was going to be late tonight, but he come home and he got met with a pitchfork because I was wondering who the heck was in the driveway, because for some reason he parked further over and I couldn't see who the heck just pulled in our driveway. I heard it. I heard somebody pull in the driveway. So my poor husband got met with a pitchfork. So he kind of went back a little bit and he's like, hi. But he already knew. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That was loud. There was a dog that barked in the distance. But then I don't know if that was thunder. It wasn't like a plane or anything, because it was like a rumble and then it just stopped. I don't know. Who knows? We weren't supposed to get rain. However, there was like a 7% chance, 2% chance. So why not? We might as well be that tiny little percentage. A lot of thunder rolls lately. Well, anyways, guys, keep yourself busy. I'm taking a break from news junk. Apparently there's a lot going on again, but I don't know. I need a break. So I'm not researching. Haven't gone through my emails. I haven't done anything except for preparing here for like what we need and getting things done around here. So the garden and keeping the property picked up, and I did play in the flowers a little bit today. Our morning glories are choking themselves. Well, they're not choking themselves, but they're using themselves to kind of wrap around. So I did a little something I can show you guys possibly tomorrow what I did. So I put them in a small little Adirondack chair, and hopefully they'll climb the tree. But yeah, so there just seems like I don't know if it's something in the air, if it's the weather or what, but you women, be careful. And even in the comment section, be careful who you talk to and what information you give. You know, you can give information to people, and they can use that information to find where you are. So keep yourself safe. Now, it does sound like there's some really high up thunder. Well, that one's sounds like it's over by the mountain. But anyway. Alright, well, you guys have an amazing night. I might be around somewhere later. I'm not sure. I need a break sometimes. Alright. Love you guys. God bless. And I will talk to you soon. Hey guys, real quick note. So I wanted to remind everyone, which I didn't mention earlier. Some people are with a group and they'll get jobs that go door to door. Or they'll get a job that has that type of service that can come to your door for an excuse to scope out who you are, where you live, who else lives with you, you know, kind of scope things out, especially if you answer your door. They'll kind of like peek around, or, you know, but outside they'll kind of scope around to see where, you know, maybe your cameras are or who you are, you know, size you up. So some people actually get jobs, which I reminded the company that they do that and that he was creepy. So I just wanted to put that little note in here that people get jobs for the purpose of scoping out places. So just that little note added. Beware. Have a good night.